Opening statement is I'm proud of my team. You know, after an Ole Miss game where we watched the film and we're a little sick to the stomach because we let the fourth quarter go and we didn't compete for 4 quarters. That's something that we've had pride in all year. When the fourth quarter happens, we're throwing the fours up because we want to be the toughest team. I'm so proud for them to come to a hostile environment and compete all the way to the end. We improved in a lot of areas. The kids took it to heart to the free throw line. Assist to turnover ratio was phenomenal. I thought we had a lot of great team ball, but ultimately it came down to rebounding. Tennessee's length is unbelievable. When you got Horston and Jackson in there at 6'2", 6'3" at the wings to go along with their post players, there's a lot of long bodies that I thought we did a great job in the matchup. Because if you went man, they were going to post you up, so we had to make them beat us from the outside, and we make them go 6 for 27 with relentless effort. But we got to get in there and continue to just chop wood and box out and find a way to come up with these 50-50 balls. So again, I'm proud of this team. You don't win championships in January, you win them in March. And at this point in the year, we've got no bad losses. And you know what? We're learning and we're getting better every day. And that's all I can ask for a coach. I told my young women, stay together because our best basketball is ahead of us. But we can't let this loss break the spirit of our team, the things that we've worked on, and we'll correct with the things that we will, and then we'll try to give our best punch come Sunday against South Carolina.
Stefan, go ahead.
Sam, a career night for Debrisha today. I guess you talk about developing the team as the season goes on. I guess how do you feel about the way she's developed to go into an environment like that and put up those type of numbers in her freshman year?
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. I've been saying it from day one. I've been in this business a long time, and when a kid like her goes so hard every day in practice, she trains like every game matters and every game she's circled. So for her, this is just a walk in the park because of the effort that she puts in behind the scenes. So I couldn't be more proud of her because she's a big lights, big stage kind of kid, and boy, was she big tonight.
Colin, go ahead.
Coach LaValle's had 44 points in the paint and then 25 offensive rebounds. I know Danae Carter missed after an injury in practice this week, and Romani's missed the last few games. How much did that hurt you guys tonight, defending the paint and protecting the boards?
And there's no doubt about it. I mean, those two, Danae Carter, I mean, like I've always said, I can't say enough good things about her. She's a relentless rebounder. I mean, she's got games that you've all seen that she's had 10, 11 rebounds. And then Romani's had unbelievable stretches with her length where she's able to get some of those 50-50 balls. So there's no doubt if we can get healthy and keep this team together, there's no doubt that our best basketball is ahead of us.
Stefan, go ahead.
Yeah, Sam, you mentioned Jordan Horsey in your opening statement. I guess 27 and 14, pretty impressive numbers. What do you think about going up against her for the first time this year?
Yeah, she's a lottery pick. There's no doubt about it. I think her and Rakia, I think the ESPN rankings came out, and I think both of them are in the top 25, if I'm not misspoken here. They're both elite players, and we knew that, with Tamari Key out for them, Rakia and Jordan Horston have taken on a larger role, more shots, there's space in the floor, and they're elite players. And they did what elite players did tonight. And not only do they hit big-time shots, because here's the hard thing about guarding them. They can get to the rim and finish at a high rate. They have unbelievable mid-range jumpers. And then they do what I always tell my players to do. They don't wait for a play to be called. They attack every shot, and they get second-chance points. And when you do those three things, you're able to put up big nights, night in and night out.
John, go ahead.
Sam, did you kind of prepare your team for going up against a player like Rakia that they played with for years and the emotions that might come with that? Do you have any conversations with your crew about that?
No, not at all. Our focus was on Tennessee. They know already, what she's about. They have a lot of respect for her. So it was more about us just bouncing back from that Ole Miss loss and seeing if we couldn't put 4 quarters together. And boy, did we compete. We just couldn't come up with those huge rebounds where we could have got out in transition and got some easier scores.
Got time for one or two more. Stefan, go ahead.
Sam, you mentioned there about how tight this game was, and probably the final score isn't a reflection of that. But you've had a few of these games now, away from home that have been tight down the wire. I guess what's kind of the message to your team to keep their head up, keep moving forward, and maybe building off of that when you get a similar situation, down the road here in SEC play?
Yeah, every game's been tough in the losses. I mean, you start with South Dakota State, where Alana and Jessica had never even played. They weren't even in. So we had adversity there. Nebraska, we didn't make shots, but you played great defense until overtime. And then Ole Miss, it was 3 quarters your way, and then in the fourth quarter, it didn't. So, and then tonight, Tennessee, I thought we competed for all 4 quarters. We just didn't win the rebounding war. So each game's a lesson. I talked to them about we're climbing that mountain. There's a lot of positivity within my program. There's a lot of tears and frustration with my young women because they didn't want to lose this game. There's a pride about them when they put on that Mississippi State jersey that they know what they represent. And if you're going to play Mississippi State, you're going to get 4 quarters of everything we got. And we did that. We'll watch the film and find better ways to rebound come hopefully Sunday.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
Appreciate y'all.